Oh, you know what? They're telling me to go to the celebrity phone right now. You know that my favorite segment of all time. There's a surprise guest calling in. Hello, you're on the air.
Jeremy.
Yes?
You are the father.
I'm the father. Who is this? Oh, this is Maury? Is this Maury?
Got it. You got it, Jeremy.
I'm the father. Really?
Well, maybe at some point in your life you will be.
You might have the wrong number on this one, Maury, but thanks for calling in. Wow.
Well, now come on. All couples have kids, one way or another.
Anything's possible. Well, I know that, and you know what? I guess, here, this is fitting. You're used to being upstaged on your own show by Birdie, though, right?
Exactly, yeah. Birdie is my dog, my golden retriever, by the way. It's a Canadian breed, which means Birdie is kind of a darker, more brown and red-looking golden retriever. Right. And I've always said if all humans were golden retrievers, there'd be no war.
So what you're saying is if all humans were Canadian, really?
Oh yeah, Canadian retrievers.
Oh well, yeah. Thanks for calling in, and we'll talk about dogs more in just a second. But it's season 19, right? Almost unheard of in the TV world.
It's I would like to say it seems like yesterday, but it doesn't. It seems like 19 years. I mean, in the syndication talk show business, daytime talk show business, it's a crapshoot. One of the researchers went back and did a survey and told me that since I started on the air, there are 75 talk shows in the graveyard. So, wow. I'm very fortunate. We have a terrific show. It struck a chord with so many viewers, and 19 years later, we're still saying you are not the father.
Well, I was going to say, so speaking of tallies, how many times have you said you are the father? Do you know?
Oh my golly! Well, I guarantee you, I've said you are the father more than I've said you're not the father. But unfortunately, fortunately, I say you're not the father a significant amount of time. I mean, I don't know the percentages, but I guarantee you it's probably somewhere between 30 and 40%.
I got to ask though, and have you trademarked that line? Is it now yours, or only you allowed? Trump never trademarked "you're fired," and I never trademarked that line. That's it just came to be. I think what happened in terms of how the emphasis on that signature line came about was when I first started to do the DNA themes on my show and the stories. The very first one, my producer would say, "Okay, here's the story." I looked over the story. I read about the characters in the story, and then they said, and so the result is. And I said, I don't want to know the result. I don't want to know anything more than my guests know, or my audience, my live audience, or my viewers at home. I don't want to be in a position where I know more than they do, therefore I can skew the questions the way I want to. I want to be as surprised as anybody. So that's what happened, and so for the emphasis of you are the father or are you not the father, it comes out of the natural surprise that I feel once I open the envelope. And you must be like everybody else who's watching. You must guess and think you know the answer. How often are you right?
I do everything that the audience does. I mean, I'm looking at pictures and somebody, if it's somebody of color and they say that's a white man's baby, and I'm going, well, I don't know. It looks kind of mixed to me. I'm doing this, going through the same machinations that everybody does.
And the audience goes nuts too. This is.
Oh sure. I mean, I can tell you that I've had some fairly celebrated people watch the show. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal is famous for watching my show and saying that they watch it. He and his buddies watch it, and they bet on whether the guy's the father.
You remember a time though when you're pregnant and you're going to be a parent used to be a good thing? Now it's almost celebrated to not be the parent.
Right, exactly. But it's interesting. I mean, I've been skewered from time to time by critics who think that this is exploitation and this is pushing the envelope. I look on it differently. I know what the possibilities are
for the success of kids who come out of a two-parent home versus a one-parent home.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how much of an advantage a two-parent family can have when it comes to the success of a child. And so if I can get these guys, if they're proven to be the father, into the lives of those children, I mean, that's all I ask for. And we've been doing this show for so long that this year, in our 19th year, we are going back 15 years to those fathers who were shown to be the father. Did they get into the child's life or didn't they? And we bring the parents and the kid back 15 years later to show the audience what happened.
And that is really cool. And you're doing that all season, right?
Yeah, we're doing it throughout this season. You know, we have the luxury, because we've been so on the air for so long, that we have these stories. We can update these stories, not 6 months later, not a year later, but 15 years later.
What's been the most surprising update that you've had?
I had one the other day, which was remarkable. This woman, 15 years ago, had accused this guy, or said that this guy was the father. He denied it. They had been together. They worked together at the time. He was proven to be the father. He not only got back into the child's life, they got married, and they had 6 more children after that.
Wow.
So, and they were still married, and the family is intact. And that was, remarkable to me.
I was going to say, that episode was when your show was still in black and white, right?
Yeah, just about. Right. It was still on film. It was before tape, before digital.
Oh, yeah. HD wasn't even an idea at the time.
Well, it's very interesting because, we do some of these repeats, and it was well before HD. So it looks a little different.
Yeah. I know. The kids flipping through the channels are like, what is this? What?
Right, exactly. It's like watching old black and white movies.
I should ask, though, are you ever invited to, the kids' birthdays or the weddings or anything after the fact?
Well, I'm not invited to the kids' weddings or anything, but there have been some kids who've been named after me. I mean, there are a couple of Maury's around, things like that, because these people have been watching my show for so long.
And I also love that you're getting into the viral sensations on social media, this mannequin challenge thing that everybody's doing right now. You guys...
We did that last Thursday, and we had 1.4 million views within 20 hours. We had 28,000 shares and all kinds of reactions. And so, I mean, we like to be very cutting edge on our website and on Facebook. And I do a lot of Facebook Live at least once a week. There's a lot of Snapchat, a lot of Instagram. So, I mean, in order to be successful today, you have to tap into all these sources. Because, first of all, for us, it's more than important, because we have the youngest audience of any daytime talk show in television. So, our audience, I have to appeal to what our audience likes, and that's what they like.
But isn't it ridiculous, the kinds of things that go viral and that people are entertained by on social media?
Oh, my golly. I mean, I do these phobia shows once in a while.
Yeah.
And I had a woman who was scared to death of pickles.
Right.
Now, I'm telling you, the pickle lady, I mean, if you watch that episode on YouTube, I mean, it's been watched millions and millions of times. It's unbelievable. I'm just, and also we do these caught on tape shows that
oh, yeah.
Basically is nothing more than a grand promotion for YouTube.
Remember back in the day, though, you could actually win $25,000 for having a funny video? People are just throwing it away now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, in fact, except sometimes some of these studios pick up these videos and
right.
say, I think I can do a show out of that. And,
right.
and that's what happens.
Right. Well, that's the real smart people are the ones cashing in on those YouTube videos and making a business out of it.
Exactly.
Let's switch gears very quickly. We're almost out of time. We have to talk about dogs. Birdie, 5 years old, right, Birdie?
5 years old, yeah.
And
he's just a great dog. He's
He's a very social dog. In fact, he entertains my audience right before the show. I bring him out on stage, and he does a couple of his little tricks, and I throw up treats, and he catches them in midair, and he's become a big Facebook character on our show, and he's just a great dog. He loves every single person. I mean, I've had him backstage as I go back the stage to go on the air, and there are some guests there, and I can tell that these guests are a little fearful of dogs, and as soon as they see this dog, they warm up, and I mean, he would be a great service dog. He's not a service dog, but he would be great in hospitals.
He sounds like a tough act to follow, Maury. How do you do it?
Yeah, I know, he is. And I keep asking these questions. Maybe you can help me with this, Jeremy, more. I don't know what the lifespan of a retriever is. And, he's 5.5 now. I mean, what does that mean? Do I have 5 more years with him? Do I have 10? I don't know. And I can understand now how when, unfortunately, you have to put an animal down.
Yeah.
I know families who say, I can't get another animal right now. I just have to wait. I have to go through a grieving process. Mm-hmm. And I can understand that. I never understood it before, but I can understand it now.
Yeah, and I think Retriever's about 13, 14 years. Mine,
oh, good.
Yeah, mine, Ernie, he's 8.5, and he's actually still just as rowdy as he was as a puppy, so still has that energy, still...
Right.
Yeah, he's getting...
That's the great thing about Birdie. He has a lot of energy, and strangely enough, even living in New York, which is, for the most part, you would say to yourself, well, why would you want to have a dog in New York? Mm-hmm. But interestingly enough, we live near the park, and in Central Park, 7 to 9 every morning, you can go off the leash. So that's when I walk Birdie, and he just runs wild and crazy and has fun with all these dogs in the park from 7 to 9 in the morning.
They're very social. When I travel and mine have to go to a farm just outside the city, and the woman there it's an animal rescue and daycare and a whole bunch of things, and she said that she's got some abused dogs that are kind of scared and antisocial, that my dog Ernie had them, running around and playing within, an hour of getting there. So
yeah, I mean, they're such a calming influence. I mean, when we have to put him, we have to board him sometimes when we go away because, we're staying in a hotel somewhere and he can't stay there.
Right.
The handlers say that he's the only dog in the boarding house without a leash.
Yeah.
And because he gets along with everyone so well.
Again, it's because he's Canadian.
Of course. I don't... we have a home in Montana, and so that's how we got him, because the Canadian breed. It's very interesting about retrievers. Most retrievers in the East are very light-colored, very kind of golden and white. And in the West, they're much darker. And I can find this kind of golden retriever a lot in Montana. And I think they've all immigrated from Canada. But, of course, I live in northwest Montana anyway, right across from, I'm right next to Glacier National Park. So, Calgary's only 4 or 5 hours away. Mm-hmm.
What's the funniest thing that he does, though, that makes you kind of say, that's ridiculous, either in a good way or bad way?
He wants every person that he ever sees to scratch his butt. So he backs his butt up to everybody, waiting for them to give him a good scratch. And I pull him away and say, Birdie, everybody doesn't want to do this. But he's insistent on having his butt scratched.
I can't say that I've never done that myself, Maury, though. I mean, it's just one of those things that... Oh, I really, we could chat all day, but we've got to wrap this up. Evidently, because I have to go fill up the baby's room with stuff now, I've been told.
Of course, you got to get ready.
But I didn't do the dance, though. Everybody seems to do that dance. I haven't mastered that yet.
Yeah, well, that's a Maury show dance. I mean, that's another thing that kind of goes viral. Anytime anybody does front flips or various dances, once they're proved either they are the father or they're not the father.
Oh, Jimmy Fallon does all those dancing segments. Have you ever been featured on that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, Fallon hasn't made too much fun of me, but I'm sure he could. But most talk show hosts, late night talk show hosts, have fun with me over the years. I mean, Leno. I mean, I was Leno's fodder for years, and Jimmy Kimmel likes to do stuff about me, and
And every time, there's a question of whether some celebrity is the father of something, they always say, well, you can go on Maury and you'll find out.
And I'm sure you'd welcome them, right?
Of course.
Yeah, well, especially during ratings time, right?
Of course.
Which, that's what we're in right now. So we will tell everybody, season 19 of Maury is airing. It's in syndication, right? So check your local listings.
Exactly.
All right,
Maury, Canada.
Absolutely. Maury Povich, thanks for the chat today and surprising us.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Nice to talk to you.
Today's best music with Jeremy Bradley.